to No Second Season. This edit is going to be all about making a platform in the back of my Pajero, and the idea of that is that I can slot boxes under it and on top of it, or I can sleep on it. Now, you saw me sketching out my rough idea. Since I have added dimensions to it, the first idea was that I built it out of wood, but I ran it by my boss and to see what he thought, and he told me that Bunnings, our local hardware store, actually do a modular aluminium box section product. It's 25.4 mil square, that's 1 inch, and you join it together by 2-way, 3-way or 4-way plastic joiners, and I thought that sounded brilliant. So I got myself off to Bunnings and I bought a load of material and a load of joiners. It was quite difficult choosing the right ones because they only come in 1.8, 1.2, 0.9, 0.6 and 0.4 metre lengths. So I chose the best way, or the most economical way of getting what I wanted, buying specific lengths. But anyway, I'm gonna try and make this out of those parts. Now, I needed them cut to length, so I took them to a local fabrication shop and I told them what I was giving them and what I wanted it cut to. Murray Fabs of Albury, thanks so much for slotting me in at this very busy time before Christmas. They were flat chat, but they did them for me yesterday. Absolutely made up about that. Okay, so let's see if I've got everything first. Well done, Murray Fabs. Got all my bits. Perfect. So you know me, I always mess up somewhere. So possibly I'll have to go back to Bunnings and buy some joiners and some material that I've got wrong. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But let's have a look and see what I can build up. First of all, I need to deburr the cuts on the hollow section. Phew, that was a lot of deburring. So let's try and get it together. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, in case I've made a right big mess of this. There is my first part of the frame. I have miscalculated. Instead of wanting 4 of these 3-way ones, I need 4 T-piece 3-way ones. Now at 6:30 on a Saturday night, I'm going to be going to Bunnings to exchange these. So let's go. That was a relief. I got to Bunnings 10 minutes before they closed this Saturday night, and they've got the T-pieces I need. So I think I'm on for getting the frame finished. I'm really excited. So after that mad dash across town, that's what I wanted. 3-way ones, but in a T shape, not at right angles. So relieved they had them. And there is my frame. If you wondered why it doesn't sit straight, it's because the floor isn't level, so I've had to do different length legs. So, will it take my weight? If I've done my sums right, my boxes will fit in. There's one. Another one should fit underneath here. My toolbox should fit underneath here. Oh man, I am so pleased with it. It took my weight fine, but bear in mind I'm only 60 kilos. It took the boxes under there perfectly. I won't pretend this was easy to design because I did struggle a bit. Got it right in the end. Now that just leaves me to put the feet on it. It just has little finishing feet. So the frame weighs just over 3 kilograms. The wood weighs 7 kilos. So it's 10 kilos I'm adding to the car. I don't know how much it'd have weighed if I'd have made it all out of wood, but considerably more. So I'm absolutely chuffed. It was expensive though, pretty pricey at $300. So $66 to have the aluminium cut to size. Now I didn't have a saw, but possibly you've got a saw, so you could drop that. And about $240 for the aluminium and the joiners and the wooden top. I've pulled the cardboard out of Madge Podge now, and you can see it fits a whole lot nicer, but the two end feet are too short. The door shuts. Now it's a tighter fit than I thought it would be. It's right up to the seat and right up to the door. I've got a chock of wood here and a chock of wood there. I might replace these two bottom legs with correct size ones, but you know what, I don't need to spend the money. The bits of wood are fine. So this one is, crikey, I've got it way out, 32 mil, and this one is 25. Now just bear in mind, I haven't tested this in anger yet. I haven't driven with it. I don't see why it should be a problem. Might be a bit noisy with the wood just laying on top. The idea is the frame stays on the right and I can get two bikes on the left. So, you know, it's work in progress, but I'm really, really pleased. It couldn't have gone much better than it did because it was quite hard to work out. You know, I did find it hard. There's no datum to take the measurements from, so I'm not surprised I got the two legs wrong because the floor is two different heights at that point, and then the rear is another height. And remember, I haven't used this in anger yet. I will put all the dimensions and all the pieces you need on my website, nosecondseason.com. I won't do it yet. I'm going to wait and see how it goes. And once I'm sure it's how it needs to be, I'll do a story on it, and I'll put all the dimensions and all the parts, part numbers as well. So if you wanted to do yours, you could do that. But just bear in mind, I'm only 60 kilos. If you're 160, it might not take your weight. I don't know, I'm not a stress analysis geezer. Since I fitted the platform to my car last week, my boss has helped me out. He's done a couple of jobs. He has cut the wood to length, and he's also screwed it down onto the aluminium for me in a few places. He's kept it minimal so I can take it off if I need to quite easily. Now, if I was doing this again, I think I would use one piece of wood because only this one reaches the centre cross beam. This one doesn't, so it makes it a little bit weak, but it's nothing to worry about, I don't think. for the weight I'm going to be putting on it. Now, I measured the rear legs again, and actually I'd got them both 25mm too short, and that was because I increased the length of all the legs by 25mm, but forgot to do the rear ones. So my boss came up with an ingenious idea. He said, just get a couple of the joiners, which are 25mm, and put them on as feet. And that's what I've done. The one there and one there. So it's nice and sturdy. So I put a photo of what I've done on the Pajero Facebook page, and I had a lot of comments saying I need to gusset it and strengthen it up, and I'm not disbelieving them, but for now I'm not going to do it because they were putting fridges and big drawers in theirs. I'm not going to be putting weight in it, and barely any weight on it unless I sleep on it, and I'm only 60 kilos. But yes, they'd been putting all sorts of weight in it, and theirs had sort of fallen apart. So we will see how this goes, and if I need to make remedial repairs, I will, and if I need to increase the stiffness, I will. But the idea was keeping it lightweight and removable. If you've got anything from this video, it'd be great if you gave me a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, if you would subscribe, that would be fantastic too. I will put dimensions of this platform on my website, nosecondseason.com. But first of all, I will prove that it actually works for the purpose I built it. I'll close this video here. So from me, it's over and out. Until next time.